Hey, what's happening? Everyone, Sir James coming at you guys with another video, and in today's video is going to be a little bit more of a double feature. The first part is just a small little channel update, and then the second half is to basically kind of test out my new wireless microphone kit that I got this year for Christmas. So let's go ahead and start with the channel update. It's going to be relatively small. Am I currently covering any games on my channel? Right now, no, but I want to try to upload some gameplay for certain things like Metal Gear Solid Online, Halo 5, and maybe some other online multiplayer games, and maybe see if there's any new free-to-play MMOs or something like that. But right now, like, the video game area is a bit slow until February of 2016. That's when all the new games are going to be coming out, and then from there on. There's a couple collector's editions I'm going to try to get. One of them is for Dark Souls 3, and the other one, if I'm still able to pre-order it, will be for the Uncharted 4, which I'm not sure if you guys heard, but Uncharted 4 got pushed back another 4 to 5 weeks, which bummed the hell out of me. But we all know that it's Naughty Dog, so in the end, it's going to be well worth the wait. So again, I do apologize that the video game content on my channel is a bit slow. Like I said, there's not much coming out, so I do apologize. The next portion is unboxing videos. I actually do have 3 unboxing videos planned. One of them is a double unboxing in one video, and then the other one's its own separate thing. The first one is GameStop actually got some new statues in, which is really cool. They have these 4 new Attack of the Titans statues, which are normally sold out on their website. Have them in store. The statues look fantastic. I might have some images that I'll try to pop up. If I don't, I do apologize. And then the other one, which is something I'm definitely going to be picking up, is a Batgirl statue from the Batman universe, which is nicely detailed. Definitely want to add that to my collection, so you can look forward to that. And the other one, as you guys know, I have the Razer Chroma Ultimate Edition keyboard. So there's 2 Chroma items that I want to get that are going to match perfectly with this keyboard. One of them is the Razer Firefly, and the other one is the Razer Mamba Chroma Edition. So in the next week or 2, I should have those items featured on my channel, which I hope you guys look forward to it. Yeah, the next thing is room tour. I haven't done a room tour video in a while, and right now my room is filling up quite nicely. So I do want to do a room tour video. I might leave it up to you guys, because I was planning on doing a room tour at the very beginning of the year, like maybe on the 1st or 2nd, but I kind of want to wait until I get the the other portions to the Chroma set. That way, everything's be filled out instead of like, hey, there's some items missing here and there. So maybe that's what I'll do after I get the 3 items that I mentioned earlier in this video. Then I'll probably do a room tour after that. So that's basically going to be in the works, so you could also look forward to that. I keep repeating myself, but it's alright because I was up all night and yeah, I didn't have much sleep. And of course I had to go into work today, so yeah, that was a lot of fun. Anyways, on to this right here, the wireless microphone, which is called Movo. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, but there is the box. I already did a slight unboxing video on the Christmas one, but just kind of showcase everything that this comes with. But before we get to that, for those of you who are always asking me, what camera do I use? This is the camera that I use. If you go to Best Buy, you're probably going to find out that they don't have the R500 anymore, but they do have the R600, which is a slight upgrade from this. It just has a couple more features, but that's really about it. Nothing too fancy, but still overall a fantastic camera to have. But anyways, for this wireless microphone kit, you have the transmitter, which will connect to the person that's going to be doing all the talking, so the person's belt. And then the other one is the receiver, which has one of these little hookups at the end, so if you have like a DSLR camera with one of those accessory attachments. My camera doesn't have any accessory attachments, but I did look on Amazon. There's quite a few different things out there. There's like a kind of like a handheld one that you can get. But I saw this one I'm going to try to get. I can't remember the name on top of it, but I'll put a link in the description down below. I'm not saying buy it. I'm not trying to tell you to buy it yet, because I need to pick it up first and to see if it actually works for what I'm trying to go for. But it's basically like a rod. It has a spot where you mount your camera, and then another spot where you can mount an accessory. It's about like $6 to $7 on Amazon, so hopefully I can get that in January and to see if it works out. But you have that. Right now it just kind of hangs below my camera, or I just kind of tape it onto the side with Velcro and all that. But anyways, inside the box you have more accessories, a bunch of different wires and cables. The first one here, you have This earbud right here, this will actually attach to your cameraman. So let's say you were at a gaming convention and your cameraman happens to notice someone in the background. It's like, hey, check it out, it's the angry video game nerd. It's like, what? And then the person on the other end who was doing an interview at the moment would turn around. It's like, oh my god, check it out, it's the angry video game. You know, I'm just trying to give some examples here. I haven't really been to a convention at all. Would like to. Maybe this year. I mean, not this year. This year's almost over, but 2016. The other piece you get, which will connect to the receiver, which is the line outs, and then the other portion will connect to your camera. And then that's when you mount it to the accessory and all that fun stuff. The other part here is that you have the clip-on microphone, which also has a little pop filter on there, a lengthy cord. So obviously this will connect to the transmitter itself. And there's two different slots here. You have a headphone and mic. You also have your volume, so if you're going to be listening to yourself, you can use that. And then the on and off switch on the side here. But this will connect to the microphone portion, and then you're basically set. You just got to put this on, hide the mic, and you're good to go. You also have another earbud, which will also connect with the transmitter, so you could basically kind of hear yourself and to see if you need to change the volume settings and whatnot. Which I don't really need this, so it's kind of just there. And this also comes with a handheld mic as well. So if you don't want to use the clip-on mic, you could use this instead. Have this attached to your belt, so if you're going to be doing interviews and stuff like that, or if you prefer using a handheld mic compared to a clip-on mic, again, you have different options here, which I think is great. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, actually before we get to that, this is what I was using every so often with my original setup. This is just a clip-on mic from Radio Shack when I was going out of business. It uses watch batteries and all that, but before I was restricted to where I was able to go by the length of this cord, unless if I bought an extra cord to stretch it out even more. But the thing is, this one is so sensitive, like a slight movement or noise, not noise, but like any type of movement in general or rubbing will pick up so often, and it really gets annoying. And I wanted something where I can move around freely, which is why I wanted this wireless microphone kit. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick little transition, and we're going to start with the clip-on mic, and then afterwards I'm going to use the handheld mic that was included. So give me 1 second and we're going to go ahead and switch to that right now. Alright, welcome back everyone. So right now I'm currently testing out the wireless microphone kit. I do have the wireless mic attached to about right here, so it's not too close to my voice, because I think this particular mic is going to be a little bit sensitive, so if it's a little bit too close, the sounds might be a little bit more muffled, but we'll see how this goes. So before we begin, there's two things that I want to go ahead and go over. Right now, the spot that I'm currently standing in would be the length of my old clip-on microphone, and I couldn't go anywhere else past this point, and my in terms of movement would be very restrictive. Of course, not only that, I did state that this extra earbud that the package comes with was to monitor your own voice. However, it's actually to only hear your cameraman, so you can't monitor your own voice. So that's a little bit of a correction on my part. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and go past the boundaries of what I was limited to before. I'm going to grab a few different items and bring close, or maybe talk from over there to see how it goes. So here we go. So anyways, overall, the microphone, I can't remember the actual length, but I have a link in the Amazon down below. But you could actually go pretty far, and where the audience could still hear you nice and clear. So in this case, right now I'm over here towards the back corner of my room. So of course over here we have my Halo 5 Guardian statue, or for you Kingdom Hearts fans, this is an item that you might recognize, and which is the Keyblade. So I'm definitely ready for Kingdom Hearts 3. But overall, I think this microphone kit, I accidentally ran into my lights back here, which I do have a couple lights, but yeah, definitely excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. Just kind of rambling on, saying a bunch of different phrases and so on, to kind of see how it picks up different words or expressions and so forth. But anyways, let me go ahead and switch to another item, which is going to be my handheld microphone. So let's go ahead and do a quick little transition right now. Alright, so welcome back everyone. Right now for this demonstration of the video, I'm using the included handheld microphone. Here is my clip-on microphone just to prove that I'm not using this. So I'm going to go ahead and set it over here on my desk. So obviously this handheld microphone is not something that's going to be super expensive or super fancy like some of the higher end ones, but this one, from what I'm seeing on the internet, would be good for if you're doing basically like a beginner's kit. So if you're going to be doing interviews and stuff like that, so basically you have to be the microphone has to be pointed towards your voice, and then when people are talking in the distance, your voice is probably going to be a little bit more muffled. Maybe not mine because of the enclosed space I'm currently in, but then of course you go back, you should be able to hear the subject perfectly fine, interview the person back and forth. But just like the other one, I could freely move about. I am not restricted to a cord, except for this mic in general. This of course is restricted to however long this goes, which actually goes a decent length. But feel free to let me know in the comment section down below how these two microphones sound. Until then, I am Sir James from Gamerfuzion.com, signing off.